No, that's the wrong intro. Oh no. It's not First Contact anymore. It's the Tholian Weeb. I don't know. What is this one? What is this event called?
Stolen something.
Tholian Crystalline Chaos.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I spent part of the weekend starting to work on my new intros and keep stealing wonderful ideas from other intros and then realizing these people have more skill and technical knowledge than I have. So maybe I won't steal all their wonderful ideas.
Well, always take just some clips
Yes,
and steal, I mean, pay homage to those.
pay homage. That's the correct term. Yes, I'm going to pay homage to these wonderful concepts. But yeah, I can't remember if it's Spencer or Endeavor who's got just a beautiful take on the new Star Trek introduction where they've got the various ships going through. Uh, it starts off with TNG ships and progresses all the way up to whatever they used in Starfleet Academy. It's a very, very lovely way to do it. But he's already done that, so I can't steal that idea. Chris says he's running late. No worries. So I bit the bullet this weekend. I actually mowed my front lawn. Woo! Cleaned up some of the leaves in the front lawn. Woo! Started moving the pile of rocks that's been there since last year. Uh,
Oh,
yes. My previous owners used rocks around the house, which is okay. I get why they did it, but they did it with like 9 layers of landscaping fabric underneath it. So rather than allowing the rain to slowly soak into the ground, what it did was it funneled it off into the lawn. So I have kind of gullies, little tiny gullies and rivulets in my front lawn, which now need to be
little bit
filled
of
in.
swampland.
Pardon?
Little bit of swampland.
Yeah, kinda. And unfortunately, because the water then sits, it turns very thick and clayey, and it's going to be a massive project. So I guess I'm going to be here for a while. But it was a beautiful day. I took the dogs out for like a 3 mile hike so they would pleasantly sit inside the house and not stand at the window and bark at me for the 3 hours I was outside. The dog stood at the window and barked at me for the 3 hours I was outside.
Mm, why are you making all that noise?
I was moving rocks. Pick up a rock, put it in a box, put more rocks in the box, carry the box to the other side of the house. Rinse and repeat a lot. And then after doing that for about an hour, I realized I'd maybe moved, you know, a tenth? No, not even a tenth, a 20th of the rocks. This is going to be a project for a while. So I took the go to gym every day thing off the list and move rocks onto the list. I figure that counts as weightlifting and steps. And
Yeah,
then we have the
I
backyard to
suppose.
deal.
Also, what are you going to do with all those rocks?
Well, I discovered that I have plants that I put on the shady side of the house that do very well, but when it rains, the rain hits the ground and bounces back up on the house and immediately leaves the house looking very dirty. So I thought I'd put down some mulch, which I tried last year, only to discover that a little bit later in the year when the leaves fall, there's no way to move the leaves without also removing all the mulch. So the rocks are going over there, so it will bounce off of the rocks and not leave dirt on the side of the house. But with the mulch underneath, instead of like landscaping cloth, it will soak into the ground slowly. So best of both possible worlds. But it's one of those. It's a lot of rocks. I'm sure they had somebody professionally do this because it's a lot of rocks.
Oh,
So that's just my weightlifting for the next week.
don't know what I would do with all those rocks.
Yeah,
I
it's
do have some a little pile of rocks over here. It's like was it in freedom units? 2 feet high pile of little rocks,
okay. How
and yeah,
wide?
I don't know what to do with them.
Well, apparently I'm not the only person who uses rocks for landscaping because every now and then I'll go to Facebook Marketplace and somebody will have a pile of rocks free. Here's a pile of rocks. They're free. You have to move them. And there's a
Yeah,
limit to how many rocks you can move at a time. It's like, yeah, this will take 40 trips. It's not worth it. 40 trips of gasoline, might be $50. I can go to the hardware store and buy a bag of rocks, and they will deliver it for $5. But it's a good thought. If I lived in the neighborhood and somebody was giving up their rocks, I'd probably take them. Speaking of,
well, I suppose it depends on the rocks. Do you have just any granite, basalt rock thing,
here they're called
or maybe
river
they are
rocks.
pretty rocks?
Well, they're not particularly pretty. They're mm, white and brown and yellowish, just lighter colored rocks, but they're just rocks, but nothing special. They're called river rocks, though, so they're smooth.
Ah,
And on the average, I'm going to say they're probably, oh, the smallest one would be an inch in diameter, and the biggest ones would be about 2 inches in diameter, so not super tiny rocks.
if they were a little smaller, you could use them as gravel.
They are bigger than gravel, and gravel is a thought for the walkway, because I have to make a walkway to go past that. But that's low on the list. I got way too much stuff to do. Why is that not working today? That is interesting. Let's go there.
Do
There it
you have a
is.
dredger?
No, I do not. I have me. I have me and a shovel.
I would highly recommend a dredger because you have to really tamp those down hard.
Oh, for a walkway?
Because otherwise you will find them in your lawnmower.
This side of the house where all the
Yeah,
rocks are going doesn't have
you're
anything.
going to kick loose a rock or something and you're never gonna find it again until you roll over it in the lawnmower.
The side of the house where all the rocks are going doesn't get enough light to grow grass. That's why I'm putting a walkway in there. And that's it. It'll have a walkway and the plants on the side and rocks. And that's it.
Huh.
And it's the other
So
reason I
no
want the.
lawnmower. Good.
Yeah, I like my brand new lawnmower that I spent $800 on. I do not want to put rocks through it. Apparently, they make the $500 version of the lawnmower with a very thin housing, and apparently, one rock will destroy the lawnmower, whereas the $800 version has much better equipment internally so it can hit rocks and not be destroyed. It'll take out the blades, but it won't destroy the lawnmower.
The blade costs like, I don't know, $20
Yep,
if it's a good blade.
it's a good blade, but you're right, it's like 20 bucks. It's just a pain in the butt to replace them, but not the first time I've replaced a lawnmower blade. My husband used to not replace them. He would take them off, sharpen them, put them back on. I'm like, it doesn't cost that much. He's like, no, I have nothing else to do. I'm going to sharpen the blades. And so let's say the blade was, just for example, 4 4 inches wide, like 10 centimeters when we first bought it. By the time he passed away and I sold the lawnmower, that blade was maybe 5 centimeters wide. He had taken that thing way down, but it worked. And somebody got a free lawnmower, so we're all good. Well, since it looks like it's just you and me for the moment, I have, Polaron damage in space. Tholian's on the ground and
You
Herc attendant's on
you
the
may
ground.
have so. How many years did they have that blade? Did you have that blade?
Oh, goodness. 30?
You might have saved $1,000 over those 30 years or something.
That's probably true. And like I said, it gave him something to do. It was his project. He retired way early. He lost his job in one of the economic crises, let's say 2011, and
Eight?
he never went back to work. He couldn't find anything in his field. So he was very happy to spend time working on stuff like that. Of course, it drove me nuts. It's like, you spend the entire day doing the lawn. Well, what else am I going to do? Okay, that's a valid point. Well, since Chris isn't here, do you have anything on ground?
I had, but
Oh,
I re-rolled it
oh,
because I don't like killing herc attendants.
okay. I had Herc attend.
120 of them.
I had 120 Herc attendants. We could have slaughtered them together.
Uh,
Uh, okay.
well, we can still go to that mission forever.
No, I can do that later. That's easy peasy. I'll just grab one of my ground tunes and just be like, boom. I did discover for doing Herc attendants, though, don't kill the Ravagers or the big guys because they will continue to spawn attendants, and I
Yeah.
rarely have to get past that first hallway. I'll just keep sending them.
I remember having immense difficulties when the first time I played that mission.
Absolutely. The first time was interesting. It's gotten better with time. What am I going to grab here? Gotcha. That's what I want here. Oh, yeah.
One of the things I Endeavor asked me to do is to kill 5 wolf chips in the Dyson sphere.
Okay. I'm in the Voth sphere if you would like to meet me
Oh,
there.
you
I am beaming up right now.
in the contest zone.
Okay, am I in the
Oh,
contest? So am I.
well, on the way to town.
This would be a lot easier if I sent you a party invitation. There you are.
Greetings. This is Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Board.
Oh, I see you.
Let's see, where are you? Says you're around me. Is that you? Nope, that's somebody else. There you are.
60 kilometers
I
away.
see you. Let's see.
50.
There's no zones, but you said you only have 5?
Yeah.
Let's see, what have we got here? Let's see. Oh, there's one right there. One right above us. Given where it's at, it probably should go purple in just a moment if we don't kill 5 by then. Okay. If we go,
Industrial is falling over.
I'm on my way over there. Though you'll probably have your 5 before you even reach it.
Yeah, that is it.
Hang on. I've gotten this far. I'm going to shoot something. If for no other reason than I want to get my 50,000 in Polaron damage.
I got 150,000 disruptor damage to do.
Okay, that's my 50,000
Oh,
in
well.
Polaron. Do you have Disruptor on your ship?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to just stay here and get your 50,000, or do you? Oh, we went purple.
We have a wolf fleet.
Yep. On my way over there. Oh, I haven't looked at what today's endeavor is. I think it's something. Oh, it's an Nimbus 3 dance contest today. Woo! Just as an FYI, we're going to have a show tonight. Because I am taking my son out for dinner tomorrow night and I won't be home. What? Did we go through the fleet already?
Remarks. Oh.
This one?
I remember when I had difficulties with those.
Yeah. Yeah. So there has been chatter, but nothing confirmed out about the equivalent of Elite Plus, trying to ramp up game difficulty to make it a little bit more fun.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they're going to do that. Like I said, it's just been chatter. It's been on something they've discussed on 10 Forward Weekly, but there's no comment about actually doing it. But that would be kind of fun. I mean, I'm definitely
Yeah,
not at a
could be.
level where I can do Elite on everything, but I can do it on a few things.
That would be a bit of an oddity because the elite difficulties in some missions wildly differs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, what was it? Defense of Rio Station Elite's actually the
Yeah.
easiest version as long as you've got decent equipment. And then there's Battle of Corfez, which while I've done it a few times and actually succeeded a few times, it's not something I do on a regular basis. I do have 2 ships that can do it. Probably 3 now.
There's the Defense of Starbase 1, both flavors. Those are fairly chill in elite.
Yeah.
Also, there's the Vault.
I've never done that one
They'll
in
all
Elite. Is that relatively easy?
alright. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hmm.
The Vault Weavers aren't super durable.
Well, since Chris is still not here, shall we do something else since you got your 5? And did you get your damage?
We still got a bit of disruptor damage, and I also gotta destroy some Herald ships.
Perfect. We could attempt Shattered Peace. That might have Herald ships in it.
Hmm.
Would that work for
Could
you?
do. Yeah.
And if not, we'll go do something else. Let's see. Queue us up here. We are queued for Shattered Peace. Since the named ships are here if you want to come get them.
Hmm.
The corner wherever I am at the moment. You know the 20-some named ships that come up?
Oh, sure. I don't know if I have them on this character.
Apparently that was it. I just needed that last one to get the accolade for it. Is that it? Nope, they're there. Oh, that's not them. That's a different bunch. Well, that's still thinking about coming up. You said Herald ships. Where else have we got Herald ships? I mean, we could do Gateway if you want to. Or I can queue us for Gateway too.
Yeah, I suppose.
I will put it in the queue and see what happens here. Okay, Gateway is queued up as well. We're not lacking for people in game this morning. I'd share midnight with you, but since it's not at the beginning, we'd both have to be at the same place. At least I don't think midnight's at the beginning where you get all the ships. There we go. Weewoo.
Rebu indeed. Eventually.
Well, they've said that they've usually got X number of instances available. So when it says we've got the people, but it doesn't mean there's necessarily an open instance. And of course, if there's only one instance that's been made available, then you have to wait. Speaking of instances, I've decided to take myself out to go see a new movie today, this morning, since we're supposed to have rain this morning. Or maybe not. I'm looking at it going, no, we're maybe not having rain. Or maybe I'll just spend my morning moving rocks then. So I've been leveling all of my ships on all of my tunes, at least in theory. Trying to get one done a day. One ship done a day, at least. And I finally got another tune where I'm down to one ship. One ship is all I've
Oh,
got left to level. It's like, yes! Yes! And then I looked at the rest of the tunes that still have to be done. Do you want planet side or starbase side?
doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter to me either.
Yeah, then I take Starbase then.
Okay, I'll head down to the planet.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
It looks like it's just you and me on this side.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them. Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Hello, hello.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. I did write you a message that I'm gonna be
Yeah,
late.
I saw it.
Okay.
Appreciate it, but
So,
no worries. You're allowed to have a real life.
nah, it wasn't real life. I was just a colleague of mine at work wanted to show me how she's doing her presentation,
Oh.
and I was like, yeah, sure, I can see, but it started to put me to sleep, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay here anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be mean or anything like it, but it's not about her. I think it's just the language barrier, which is just
Oh,
making it
okay.
very difficult for her because she was stuttering a lot and just doing e's and ah and the, and it's like I get it that she's probably not comfortable presenting in general. So yeah, it just puts me off. I'm just gonna make an excuse that oh sorry, I got an email or whatever.
Well, was the presentation, aside from the language difficulties, still boring?
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
but it's something we do for our clients, and it's something that
okay.
not much we can do about. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're fine. We're doing a little gateway to Grethor. Since What's the Hell had some herald ships to kill.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
We killed them all now.
I just need to finish this. Let us know what's on your list, because all I've got left here is ground stuff, and I won't make you guys do ground stuff. Though it's funny, because both What's the Hell and I had 120 Herc attendants, but he dropped his before I mentioned that I had them. It's like, but we
No,
could have killed them together.
you totally could have.
Mm-hmm.
If that wasn't in there.
Many hands make light work.
Hmm. A nasty thing, not to say.
I don't know if it's an old American phrase or an
Sounds
old
like
English phrase.
sounds
Or
like a
old...
labor camp in Germany in 1939.
It's worse. It's American farms from the 1800s. So
Same
it's,
thing.
yeah, okay, good point. Been there.
Hmm. Anyway. By the way, no offense though, what the hell? You know what I meant. I could have said a Soviet working camp, but we had this propaganda of party and labor and workers, you know. It probably would have sounded less melodic as what Mom said.
I'm
It
sure
never sounds good.
I'm sure I've heard that since I was a little kid when my grandmother would go, "Okay, we need you to go pick some raspberries. How many do you need? Yeah, well, this many, a lot." And I don't mind picking raspberries. It's better than strawberries. And then she'd send out all the kids and go, "Many hands make light work."
Oh my god. And
Grand
she said it smiling, but you imagine a whip in her hand when she says this.
Oh, no, no. My grandmother didn't need the whip. She had the voice. And it was the nice voice. It was the nice voice of, "You're going to do this."
You gonna do this, honey?
Yeah.
Mommy wants you to. And you know this is no kind of a refusal kind of situation.
So it's very
Yeah.
Tom Sawyer-ish in that she would make it sound like, "Oh, you get to go pick the raspberries." And like, "You're so lucky because they're easier to pick than the strawberries." Not mentioning the fact that the raspberries had bees everywhere.
Oh,
And I'm allergic to bees. We didn't know that then. We know it now.
bees?
Bees. Bees.
Hmm, interesting.
Hmm. But the good side was we could also stuff as many in our face as we wanted to. She had a lot of raspberry
Yeah.
bushes.
I remember going with my grandma to pick up like blackberries. Or
Mm-hmm.
actually, blackberries? No,
Yep.
blackberries are those that they have multiple blobby things
Yep.
on them. I meant
Those are blackberries.
berries, blueberries.
Like little bumpy ones.
Just round, dark
Yep.
blue thingies. So I think those are blueberries.
Blueberries are like a single globe with a
Yep,
little.
single globe.
Yeah, those are blueberries.
Yeah. And those, I mean, I don't know if you farm them. They grow wild in the
Oh,
forest.
they sure do.
And we just went to the forest and picking berries we went.
I guess I better go over there then. My brother was telling me that he made blueberry pie not too long ago, and his neighbors were floored because they're like, "How do you get enough blueberries to make a pie?" Because the weather up where he lives is very much colder and blueberries don't grow as well. So getting a blueberry pie was just not something people did.
So what did you do?
And he has 10 acres or so, maybe more than that, of land. And so he
Ah,
can grow a bunch. You know? Yeah, if
yeah,
you've got
that
a plant,
makes
there's not
sense.
enough for blueberry pie, but he's got 1,500 plants growing wild. Or 15,000. I don't know. It's a lot of land. It's a lot of blueberries.
Yeah.
But we're from southern Michigan where blueberries grow like crazy. So yeah, we grew up on blueberry pie and blueberry pancakes and blueberry waffles and blueberry syrup and blueberry muffins and blueberry cobbler and blueberry buckle and blueberry blah 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 blah. Lots of blueberries.
Huh.
All right, let me send you a party invitation, Chris. I assume you're in game.
Yep.
Icky dick. So we finished off season 2 of Primal on Monday. Sorry, on Friday.
Okay.
It was great. And then Taz showed us, well, except for the ending, but then Taz showed us part of season 3, and I'm like, I don't really need season 3. I'm perfectly fine if we skip that.
Yeah, some things should just end when they were good.
I mean, it's not the ending I would have wanted, but it's an okay ending.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm going to leave Allied Sphere Space. Chris, what have you got for endeavors today?
30 bark ships, plasma
Oh!
damage space, 1 Lucara TFO.
Well, you said you had 30 Borg?
Indeed, I did.
How about if I queue us up for... How about if I get a different ship? What's how I'm going to put you in charge real quick. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let me
Oh,
get a different ship. I kicked you accidentally. I was going to put you in charge, but I'll switch characters here and get somebody who can do guillotine. There you go.
I am still not conscious yet, and it's noon already. Actually, past noon, but I was counting.
I have relayed my story of moving rocks from yesterday.
Moving rocks? That's an
Yeah,
ambitious task.
it
When
is,
did you
yes.
do it?
Because the previous owners thought putting rocks all around the plants at the front of the house, but with tons of landscaping fabric, was a good idea. Aesthetically, it's fine. Realistically, it led into all kinds of little problems in the front lawn. Not that I actually care, but it doesn't look great. So I'm moving them from the front of the house to the side of the house. And I'll probably
maybe Chris could use some. Ship them to Poland.
say that again.
What?
Ship some of to Poland to Chris. Maybe he can use some.
Why would I need stones or rocks or
And
whatever?
it's so cost efficient. I'm gonna
Why?
queue.
Why? Why in the right mind would you suggest that? Such an awful thing. I have a small apartment. There's no room for me and my dog barely as it is. There's no room for rocks. Although I have an annoying kindergarten with children in front of my
Oh, yeah, you
window,
could throw
so
them at them. Weeboo.
we do have
We
a
will.
view. And someone asks, I will be saying I'm landscaping the front of the building.
But you don't have land.
Remote landscaping.
Remote landscaping. Yes, there you go.
It's just a remote. I'm remote working. I'm remote landscaping. I'm doing everything remote.
Hang on, I have
Next
to
thing I'll be doing is giving my dog remote walks. If only they invented droids that walk our dogs.
No, that's my
Nah, I
time
would
to
never.
chill with my dogs.
I would. Nah, I do really like walking with my
Yeah.
dog. By the way, I'm depressed.
Oh.
When I say I'm depressed, because
Oh.
yesterday I finished the book.
Oh.
It was so good.
Which book?
The Certainty from John Paul Hawkes, the one I mentioned.
Oh, I definitely haven't read that one. I am.
Well, no, because it came out like on the 17th of April
Well,
or
that would
something.
explain why I don't know that one. I am through like chapter almost to the end of Project Hail Mary on audio because I had to drive to.
It was an audiobook as well. It's on Audible
Yeah.
on Amazon, and freaking love that. How is it? How is the Hail Mary going?
It's
Is it
excellent. The audio version is very good. It's not the movie though.
good? No, obviously no,
They had to condense a lot, and I think actually in some
as they
ways,
do.
some of the things they had to condense and change a little bit for the movie gives the character of Rocky a little more depth in the movie than in the audiobook. So now I have to go and read the book because when you're listening to an audiobook, you kind of get the interpretation of the person who's reading it. So, vocal inflection makes a little bit of difference here and there, where vocal inflection
Yeah,
in the movie makes a little bit of difference, even if it's the same line.
I really love the actor who was doing the performance of Certainty. My goodness.
I'm going to say the guy who did the reading for Project Hail Mary is doing a great job.
You know what it made me do? It made me look for books read by him, just to
Yeah.
like not lose the. Because the thing is, I was listening to it when I was walking Hagbert,
Mm-hmm.
morning, afternoon, whatever.
Yep.
So it was just like I got so used to his inflection, him changing the timbre of his voice, and changing accents, because there was some like people with accents, like British accent, like American accent, like German accent, stuff like that, and it made it was so. Mm, 'Cause it's like it follows several characters around the same time, so it just jumps between characters, between chapters. And at the first it's like, how is this connected? Why am I listening to these people's stories? Like this has nothing to do with anything. But you know, when it comes to this specific author, I should have known better than to assume that this is unrelated. Because when things started to come together, it was like, whoa, that's how this connects. That was really good. And
When
like the final chapters were like really just mm, mm, so good.
when my son was young, there was a book out called Holes, Holes, which was a young adult level book, but extremely well written. And it did
Mm,
that same thing. It would have a plot point that, while interesting, didn't seem to have any relation to anything else. And
yeah.
then towards the end, all of these plot points start coming together. And it was so well done.
Yeah, the thing is that what it made it interesting here is that it's also relevant to today, because it tackles what AI, if it's unsupervised, if it's like developed out of greed, when people try to like, just get the most money out of it, what our world could turn into. It is a kind of a very near future, but a dystopian version where,
I'll go to 3.
there like you basically can buy everything and anything, but at the price of like being constantly connected to everything at the same time, and that causes problems. Plus, humans have lost a lot of jobs because of the AI replacement,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of unemployment, misery, some additional pandemics that happened afterwards because there was not enough personnel and no one could take care of everything at the right pace. So, yeah, it was very relevant to what's happening today around that, and it made it so much more compelling when it finally comes to like the final chapters, when you finally know what was like going on and
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes. It's finally put together, and it's like, whoa, that was really just. Yeah, well, a book is. I don't think it's gonna be a series. The thing is that the author originally wrote a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
That was what actually got me hooked. They were actually playing fragments of audiobook on the radio here at around the time when it came out. I don't know how much traction did it pick up, but it was a very popular radio station at the time, and that was the time, 2007, when a lot of people still often listen to the radio
Yeah.
at homes, at on the road when they were driving. Like for example, my dad was addicted to having a radio on.
Oh, sure.
So it's just something you're constantly exposed to, and the audition was always at the same time. It was read by a very famous local actor that everyone loves. And he was doing a tremendous job reading it as well. So it was just very entertaining, but yet intriguing, and because it's threading on topics that I'm also interested in, like well, I wasn't interested back then, but it got me interested in that concept in general. That's why I'm still very private when it comes to social media and stuff. I
Oh,
don't
oh,
tend to
nothing
like
wrong with
be
that. By
very
the
much online-y in terms of like spewing out what's happening in my private life all over social media.
way,
Like I don't understand how people that literally post every single part of their day on Instagram stories and stuff like that.
can I
That
interrupt
just
for
can.
2 seconds?
Yep.
Okay. First, hi, Cliff. Welcome aboard. Good, happy Monday. And second, people who put all your information, your private stuff, every activity on social media, we don't care. We honestly don't think you're that important, and we don't care what you're doing.
I would understand if it's like I don't know, a celebrity I like,
Even
and be
that, I
interesting
don't
to see that
care.
they're.
Go have a private
I
life.
mean, Yeah, but I would be closer to understanding why they put that there. But like a random person that lives like 30 kilometers away from me, why would I
Oh.
care?
I will give it that there might be circumstances in that person you know is trying out a new restaurant and thinks it's great and wants to share it. That's cool.
Okay, that I can get about, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, brushing your teeth,
Ugh.
going to the gym, having breakfast,
The whole
that
get ready with me
why?
stuff.
Yeah,
No.
oh
No,
my
no, no, no,
God,
no, no,
no,
no. I
no,
don't
don't
care.
even get me started.
I do not care.
Nope. So that actually got me, and that was way before I even had a Facebook, I think. So it actually made me very cautious about using that as well. Um, and again, the author is a warning in himself because the guy doesn't exist on social media. I mean, he has an account for his author pseudonym, but there's not a single picture of him. There's not a single profile picture of him. He only posts thoughts and like afterthoughts about his life. They come every 6 to 9 months to even a year, so there isn't that much like postage on a regular basis. He just posts something when he thinks that he has something relevant to say. Um, and the guy is so private that even his publisher, as far as it's known, hasn't physically seen him. It was only phone calls and emails as a method of communicating.
There
So
was a movie with an author who was similar to
another
that.
right for the first book were definitely bought, but nothing ever came out of it, as far as I know. Which is a shame, but it's also not a very popular topic
If
about ever-present surveillance of humanity and
I'm
that
going to
kind of stuff.
jump back to something you said a little bit earlier about once you find an author who reads, or sorry, a writer, a person who speaks well and does the books well, you tend to go back and want to buy more of the things that they did. That is so true. I have books that I bought only because the person who is reading them has such a good
Yeah,
voice.
yeah.
There's a
I was like, I finished the
there's
book and I went online and started searching for
yeah.
audiobooks by this reader, and I'm like, I can't find something that actually interests me, but I want to still listen to his voice.
There was a guy who was someone in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he had such a voice for reading books that I started just
Mm.
buying books because he was reading them. Or audiobooks, obviously. I think we killed all the assimilators.
Oh yeah, there is no assimilating to be done by them anymore.
I love the ship for this particular TFO.
I love this ship for this TFO because it doesn't care about the firepower that the Borg can display. Even if they strip me of the shields, I'm like, whatever. I shrug and then move on.
Did you
I've got
get your
almost 70%
Oh,
of damage resistance.
Did you get your Tholin, or sorry, your Borgs? Oh, does anybody need to do the
For
event?
the first phase, before the first phase was complete, I was already done.
Okay, just checking. Does anyone need to do
damn
the
it.
event? Cliff, do you
I've
need to
got,
do the event?
I've got 6 hours, but I'm not opposed to doing it.
Oh, it'll take a whole
Someone needs
minute
it.
of your day.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I don't think I have the time.
Let me see if Cliff wants to join us.
Command bridge officers.
Or if anybody out
Numerical
there
work.
is listening and wants to join us, you are more than welcome to. Who sent me a message? Wolfie sent me a message. Wolfie, come on, Wolfie. Let me see that message. There it is. Let's see what that is. Okay, I don't know what that is. Apparently, let's see if I can
Uh-huh.
find this. Subnautica 2 is out on Thursday for those of you who play Subnautica.
Yeah, the second game, and they
Hmm.
actually luckily got themselves off of the evil publisher that
Oh,
wanted AI in the involvement.
oh, okay. So I know the whole legal thing with that one, the whole adventure, which is that
Yeah.
they were supposed to get a huge bonus for coming in
Mhm.
ahead of time, and then the publisher's like, we're not doing that. And the courts are going, yeah, you're doing that. So that went back and forth for a couple of years.
Yeah,
But
there's
there's,
been a lot of issues around that
yeah.
project.
I
I
don't
mean,
know why publishers or developers would be pushing AI. That'd be stupid.
I'm going to
You're
agree with
getting
that.
closer to a
Because
thing
everyone
that
does
I can
right
do
now.
myself.
The thing with
And if I
AI,
can do myself, you cannot sell me your product because
this,
I can do a Skyrim mod that
yeah,
does what your product will do
yeah,
with my own AI.
and it's so boring. I mean, you can almost tell these days when something's coming off AI because there's that sameness to it.
Yeah.
It's not really original. There's not a innovative thought. There's not a lot of new ideas. Even the verbiage sometimes gets to be the same. And I'll be watching something going, "This is interesting, but I think I've heard this before." And then a phrase will come out, or a name will come out, or a number. The number's 47. Names like Chen Rodriguez, and I can't remember what the third one is, pop up all the time. And somebody was writing an original story, and I'm like, no, this guy's name is Chen. Change it to Choi or something else, because you're going to have an issue very, very quickly here. Let's see what Cliff is doing. Cliff is at Deep Space K7. Okay, Cliff. All right, I'm going to queue us up for Crystalline Catastrophe. We can always run it again. Wee woo?
He has a wee woo.
Evil.
Wee woo. This shouldn't take too long. I somehow
I
got
wouldn't
pulled
expect it to.
into this yesterday with 4 fairly large DPSers.
Oh.
And I wasn't,
But
lacking myself, but got in there, and by the time I got there, it was at 67%. I couldn't even get out of it fast enough. It's just like, boom, done,
so you
boom,
just
done.
blinked and it died.
Yeah, it was under a minute, and most of that was the 40 seconds getting up to the mission starting. That was amazing.
Nice. Someone actually find a Vonth. Vonth,
This one,
whatever I call it.
Vanf. Yeah, I have one of those. I have that
Yeah, I
one.
have it too.
Yeah, that was a gift. Somebody gave me that. I think it was Ed gave that to me.
If
It's a very nice.
Sounds like a
stop
brick.
sticking parts of your ship through my ship. Bad touch.
Cliff, no worries. No worries, Cliff.
I just saw an interview with Brendan Fraser,
Yeah.
and he's really getting back in shape for
Yeah, I
the
saw
next
something
Mummy.
similar.
Yep. Excited to see them. They got the whole cast back. Wow,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
so
so
happy. Well,
excited for
almost
that
the whole
one.
cast. Didn't one of the minor side players die? Hold on. Do they have what's his name? Gorgeous guy. Is he back too? Oh, dead.
Gorgeous guy, Odette Fair. You mean
Yeah.
Admiral Vance? Of
Yep.
course he's back.
Oh, thank goodness.
They've got everyone. They got John
Oh,
Hannah, who plays Jonathan, Evie's brother.
I love Jonathan. I've seen him in so many movies. He's one of my
I
favorites.
know. He also did a very small bit in the Last of Us series.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, in the very opening of the series.
I keep catching him in little bits of this, that, and the other thing, and it's like, I'm going to watch this just because he's in it.
I never did. I know I had a couple of actors I wanted to watch their shows for, but I just couldn't get into them. Like I
Yeah.
do really love Jennifer Carpenter. I don't
I
know if
don't
you
know
know
who
her.
that is.
If you ever watched Dexter, she was the sister.
Oh, okay, yes. I know who she is then.
I first saw her in, I think it was Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, I know that movie.
Yeah, and she was amazing, and I was like, holy crap! Like, she pulled off the possession part like no one's business. I was like so amazed,
I
and it
heard
was
that
so convincing.
she was the only reason that movie was good. Because, I mean, it's based on a true story, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But her acting was supposed to be the high point of a not particularly great movie.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think Emily Rose was a very good movie. If anyone says otherwise, I do have a question about them. But I think it was a very good movie. It was just a very specific type of movie, you know.
Let's see if I got anything else there to clean out. What is that? Oh, Oh, I have a whole bunch of bank slots and inventory slots. I have no idea where those came from.
Some wolf while I'm here.
You need
There's a
Voth?
fleet that came up.
Oh.
No, I don't need WoF, but they just came up. I spawned here and the fleet was in transit. And I was like, well, if you want to give me 3 marks.
If you insist, I will take them. Yeah, Cliff, it looks like everybody's coming back. Is Alan Silvestri still alive?
The composer?
Yeah. Yeah, he's still alive.
I think he is,
He's
yeah.
only 76. That's not that old.
I mean, John Williams is old and he's still being recording at this age, so...
Let's see.
Why are we talking about Alan Silvestri?
Because he composed
exactly?
the music for The Mummy.
Both of them? I know he did one of them. I'm
I'm
not
taking
sure
a look
about the
here.
second.
Films in the 2020s. Those came out a while ago. Hang on. Oh my goodness. He's done a lot of music.
Oh yeah, I remember I think he did Beowulf, the animated one, but that was
Yes, he
fully
did.
CGI. The
I'm looking
soundtrack
at
was
it.
superb. The movie was meh, but the music was superb.
Oh, he did Lara Croft. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
he didn't
He did The
do the
Mummy.
good
The Mummy
ones. So.
Returns. I don't see him on the third Mummy though, which is just
No,
fine.
there isn't a third Mummy, so he didn't sign
Oh,
up for
good.
that.
Yeah, somebody was reviewing Pacific Rim, not from the States, and made a comment about the sequel. And people were going back. There was no sequel, and he finally figured out what they meant. And he's like, "Oh, my error. Yes, there was no sequel."
Correct. There was no sequel. Yeah, the same thing with the Mummy. There was no third one.
Okay, he
Two
apparently
Mummy movies. Third one on its way.
Silvestri is doing the
Matrix
music
had
for
no
the.
sequels.
Hey,
No, actually, Matrix did have 2 sequels.
just didn't have
It even
3.
had a 4th one. The 4th one is just that movie is a statement. And I'm being serious by calling it a statement. And it's not a joke because Warner Brothers was nagging and pestering Wachowskis for like years after the trilogy
Oh.
wrapped to do another one because Warner Brothers and money. And they were pretty much done with that. They were doing V for Vendetta. They were having other projects. So at the end, it was just never something that they were interested in. But at some point, that Lana actually, because the other sibling decided not to take part in that project overall. Lana decided that, you know what, because there was rumors that Warner Brothers was going to do it without them,
Oh.
because they were so desperate of doing that
Oh, that's
sequel
not good.
in general. So it was like, okay, fine, let's do it, but they're not going to like it. And she did a movie that is practically just a statement about the point of sequels, because literally everywhere. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Like they put the story where Neo, Thomas Anderson, is still in the Matrix, and he's in an avatar of himself as
Huh.
Thomas Anderson, who is developing video game The Matrix, and he developed two sequels to it, and Warner Brothers, named by name, that name dropped by name, a publisher of the video game, nagged him for a sequel.
Oh my gosh.
So they were literally just slapping. She was literally slapping Warner Brothers all over the place in all possible tenses about don't do sequels when they don't make sense.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
she
Yep.
just wasted
Yep.
their budget
Yep.
for a movie that was deliberately mediocre because that was a statement in itself. She wanted to play on their nose. And I think in that aspect, I think that still has some value of it. The story is pretextual at best, but it's deliberate statement for some things.
Cliff.
And
Cliff is saying there was a third Mummy movie. Sorry, did I get that wrong? Cliff, no, there was not a third
no,
Mummy movie. The Mummy, the Tomb of the Emperor of the Dragon Emperor, is a movie that has the word mummy in it,
it
but it's
has
not.
unfortunately Michelle Yeoh and Jet Li in it. It
Yeah,
doesn't have a proper mummy in it. You know what I
it does.
mean?
It's using the
It
title. It's like
is.
people who write Star Trek books but make the characters do things that aren't true to them because they're writing their own fanfic things. By the way,
I
Cat and
couldn't.
Box, yes, he did do the music to Back to the Future, and he did do the Avengers movies. He's been writing stuff since like the 70s or 80s. He did television theme songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a soft spot
That's
for Alan
that's where I knew
Silvestri's
him
music.
from. No, no, Cliff, it is not a sequel to the previous two films. I've seen it. I have seen it. I can guarantee
Oh,
that The Mummy 3 is not. It is a ripoff of the previous two. It's
it's a
people.
cash grab. It's
It's a
not a
cash grab,
sequel.
right? It's The Mummy
It's a
3.
very bad fanfic.
It's The Mummy, the Tomb of the We Want Your Money.
Yeah, literally it was a tomb,
Yeah.
but it was it.
Oh no, we're not arguing that there
Oh.
was a movie with the name on it. We're just telling you it's not the same. It's like Pacific Rim 2. No, it is not.
Oh,
Um,
he did
ind-
Avengers Endgame.
yes, yeah,
Whoa, that explains everything why
yeah.
that movie actually was
He's a
was.
good composer.
Yeah.
It's interesting. There's a couple of composers I think that just nail it 99% of the time. So John Williams, Alan Silvestri, Michael Giacchino, and Ramin Djawadi. If they are doing the music, I'm going to the movie,
Yeah, totally.
even if the movie is garbage. Though I will say, I don't know who did Project Hail Mary. That music was understated but really appropriate the whole time. If maybe
Giacchino crossed on my radar with the very first Call of Duty game.
oh, I didn't know he
Hmm.
did that one.
And he did music for Disney's Lilo and Stitch.
Yep.
Would have thought. Castaway was his work. Whoa. What women want, what lies beneath. My goodness. Some of the real, like, Stuart Little. Practical Magic was his work. Holy crap. Contact. I love that movie. I love that film.
I love the book. I have not seen the film.
Jodie Foster. Oh my god. It was. Ugh. Everyone is like, oh, it's such a disappointing ending. No, that ending was the essence of the movie. I was just, And I love Jodie Foster and anything she does, so whatever. Could have been the worst movie ever, and I would still have loved it because it's Jodie Foster. Not that she plays in crap.
Thank you, Cliff. I was just going to go look it up. Contact, I loved the book. The book is good.
I
And
actually never read the book. I might actually get to find an audiobook for it. I'm
the
sure there is one.
the book was thought-provoking and kind of deep, and I think when I read the book, I couldn't see how they could make it into a movie. And so I can't really tell you.
No, the movie wasn't a cash grab. It actually, I don't know how it translates to the book, but it was definitely more of a you have to have a brain to actually understand what's happening in that movie.
Oh, maybe I'll
So
go watch
it
it
wasn't
then.
a hit, but it was definitely one that leaves you thinking.
So speaking of movies, I decided Saturday night after coming home from the baby shower and didn't walk the dogs and all that, I thought we would sit down and watch a movie. So I went through Prime and I found a movie that came highly recommended called
Mm-hmm.
Knives Out with Jamie Lee Curtis and Daniel Craig and a bunch of other people. And, it was getting 4 and 5 stars on the reviews. I popped it on, and
Oh
within a
my
minute, I'm like,
god.
this is not a good movie. But I stuck with it thinking, sometimes an intro isn't great. By 20 minutes
Another
in,
underrated movie that was
I turned it off.
credited.
20 minutes in, I'm like, no, this is not a good movie. Just, it didn't
Holy
hit a single point for me.
smokes. Huh. I would have never thought. Actually, Alan Silvestri did the music for My Stepmother's an Alien.
Really?
Oh
I
yeah.
loved
Was
that
a long
movie.
time ago.
Yeah, it was. That was a wonderfully
1988.
stupid
I
movie. I
was one
loved
year
that
old.
thing.
I love that movie.
That
I think I had
was
my dad had a VCR of it.
was that
I
Dan
love it.
Aykroyd in it?
Yep, Dan
And
Aykroyd,
Daryl
Kim
Hannah?
Basinger.
Kim Basinger, that was it.
Yeah,
That was
John
such a
Lovitz.
fun movie.
Alison Hannigan was it as a child. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
wow.
Seth Green. Wow, now I see some of those names and I recognize them. And when I saw that, I didn't recognize almost any of them.
Well, no.
Wait, Susie Plaxton, isn't she from
No,
Star
really?
Trek?
Yeah, she
Yeah, she
plays
was in it.
Kaylar. She played The Vulcan
female
doctor.
Q? Didn't she play the Vulcan Q? Sorry, the female Q in Voyager?
Yeah, yeah, and Voyager.
Yeah, Enterprise, Voyager. You can see
And
the credits of Voyager,
TNG.
TNG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved her. They
Holy
they
smokes!
wanted her to be in the cast. I don't know if they want her to be Ro. They want her to be somebody, one returning character, and she was like, "Nope, I'm not interested in doing an ongoing thing." But if you want me as a guest star, happy to come in now and then.
Oh, I did love the actress. Oh my goodness, I didn't know she. Wait, what?
What?
That was her last credit? Remember the stepmother alien that was the talking bag thingy?
Yeah,
The purse? The
yeah,
eye? The
yeah.
whatever? It was actually voiced by an actress called Anne Prentice. And
That's a
that was her
fam-
last credit in the movie,
that's a
as far as I
familiar
can see.
name.
Yeah, she was. As
Yeah,
far as
she
I
was.
see, there was a lot of stuff.
Oh, my
So
computer's.
TV series mostly. She's a very, yeah, 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 yeah.
Sorry.
Most 900%, all of it, 100% almost TV series, as I can see. Uh, It Takes a Thief, Assignment to Kill, Get Smart,
I know that face.
Bonanza,
Yeah.
Emergency. Yeah. Almost literally everything. This was one movie credit that I can see, or everything else is TV movie, TV series, TV series.
No, she was in. Ooh, I know some of these. The Out of Towners movie I truly hate, and California Split movie I do like.
I was wondering who did the voice of that thingy in that purse, because it was creepy as heck.
She didn't. She died in 2010, so I don't know why she's.
It's
Oh,
interesting why she stopped. Like 1988 was the last credit.
oh. Prentice was convicted in California in 1996 of an assault against her father and subsequent threat against members of her family. The district attorney claimed that
Oh,
Prentice, while incarcerated on the assault charge, had attempted to hire another inmate to kill 3 people, including her father, Richard Benjamin. Oh, sorry, her father and Richard Benjamin, her brother-in-law. They sentenced her to 19 years in prison. That's why.
she served 12 years. Oh my goodness. Well, that explains why she never played anything
Yep,
again.
yep,
Oof.
yep, 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 yep. She died in
Whoa.
prison in 2010.
Oh my goodness. So she. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
That
Talking
wasn't.
about film credit.
Let's see.
Oh, that was random.
Cliff is asking, why didn't I like Knives Out? It felt very derivative, and not well executed. Very formulaic, very obvious. So you get that introductory scene after the murder has occurred and the cops have come back, and you see the mysterious figure in the back, and he taps out a note on the piano, and then it kind of focuses in on him a little bit more when he hits the note on the piano, then a little bit more, then you realize it's Daniel Craig, and then he opens his mouth and talks in that ridiculous southern accent. Ugh,
Oh, Daniel Craig doing Texas accent. No, let's
it's
not
not
do that.
Texas, that's
Oh
Louisiana, and
no,
it's not
Southern.
good. Yeah, it's southern.
Louisiana accent is even probably worse than his
Yeah.
voice. Nope. No.
So it
Glad I didn't
is.
see that one.
Yeah, no, no, because if he talked in his regular voice, I would have gone into it, but it's just like so jarring. And then it gets obvious, and then it would have been good as a stage play, I think. It very much feels like a stage play. Now, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, so I would have been happy to have just gone on with it. But Daniel Craig was just so, yeah, no, can't watch this. And I love Daniel Craig, but
I know, I
no,
like him too, but
but
I don't think I want to hear him in a Southern or even like any kind of distinctive American accent that is clearly fake. No,
yeah, it's
better
just.
not.
But I can see why a lot of people liked it. There was a similar concept of a movie set in maybe 1930s England. God, what was his name? This is going to be the most vague thing here. Blah, 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 blah. Gosford Park. Gosford Park is a similar concept where you have a murder occurring and somebody's trying to solve it. Uh, Cliff, there's absolutely nothing wrong if you love the movie. That's great. we all have to love different stuff, or this would be a really boring world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so go
absolutely
for it.
fine. It's
If you
just
like
like
something,
we
go for it.
we just don't go for it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's stuff that Chris loves that I don't like. There's stuff that I like that Chris and what's the hell probably don't like. But that makes it a better planet. We all get to go, hey, have you ever thought about this? And you can go, no, that doesn't work. But
There's
what about this? Oh, that's a good
there's
idea.
everything for everyone, as I always say.
Yeah, it's why I like
That's why.
Star Trek Online, because there's something for everyone almost.
Well, that we can all agree on. You like it?
Let's do one more, and then I'm going to go make some breakfast and start moving some
Don't get me
rocks,
wrong.
because I haven't moved rocks in almost 12 hours.
You miss it?
No, but I'm very aware if I don't get this done that my yard is going to look half finished for another year. Yes, of course, Cliff, you can
Oh,
join.
yeah.
I'm sending you a party invitation,
Zincati
Cliff.
front, perhaps?
Yes, and Kathy Front works for me.
Design Zincati ships to kill. I need them dead.
Cliff, they did a lot of landscaping at the front of my house using 1 to 2 inch smooth rocks, what we call river rocks. And it basically it did its job, which was to move water away from the house because the water hits the ground and bounces up and it carries dirt up against the house. And since I had the house repainted in white, it's very obvious. But it's also ugly AF. So I pulled them away, discovered what they had done, which was not really smart, and replaced the front of the house with mulch, which looks good during the summer, looks terrible during the winter, but we can live with that. It looks really bad when the leaves are falling, but I have a solution for that too. So I thought I'd put them at the
Hmm.
side of the house where they would serve a function as well as looking aesthetically pleasing. But that means I have a pile of rocks along the front line of my house that's about 2 feet high and 3 feet wide.
Are those big rocks?
No, 1 to 2 inches. Called 3 to 5 centimeters. Maybe a little bit bigger, 3 to 6 centimeters.
Okay.
Not big, but there's a lot of. You can only pick up so many, so I fill a box maybe 2, 3 inches deep, haul it around to the side where I'm going to put them back.
Yeah.
Back. So if I move 4 or 5 a day, it's the equivalent of moving a couple 100 pounds. What did you say, Zenkethy Front?
Yeah, if we can.
We certainly can. And as I said
Actually,
to what's the hell earlier, I'm going to be on tonight because I won't be on tomorrow because I am going to have dinner with my son, Weeboo.
we were.
Evo.
Wednesday is his birthday. Speaking of, Taz has a birthday coming up, which is going to be on the 14th, which would be, what, Friday? Thursday. Taz's birthday is Thursday. And somebody else here has a birthday coming up in about 2 weeks. Correct, Chris?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I do
Maybe.
not confirm nor deny.
You did mention it the other day. And yes, I did write
I
it
did.
down.
Wow. Actually, it's just yeah, it is on Wednesday, which is funny because I think I was born on Wednesday.
Oh.
On as
How,
well. So
how old are you going to be?
39.
Okay. I can't remember. There used to be a thing for calculating the same day. It's like 11 years, 7 years, 13 years, something like that. It just does the sequence of how often the day of the week for a date repeats. So my son was born on lucky Friday the 13th.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, luckiest day
Friday
of my
as
life.
well. Wow.
And you have to have some bad luck stuff. That was the day that the phone transformers blew out. This is pre-cell and pre-everything else. And I had no way to let my parents know that they had a grandson. I thought that was really funny.
I know, it's really funny.
I'm going north.
I'm going south.
I has a bomb. Has you got a bomb?
I has a bomb.
Ooh, I also have a big PPE ship, so I can do this.
Curse plot.
Ooh, and what's the hell's here too? This is gonna make life easy.
Oh, that's a big ship. What the hell is this?
Who's over there?
Mine?
Oh, that's a
Are you there with Poe?
Klingon universe. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Klingon universe equivalent. I kinda low-key want that ship. For the looks, I do have a universe, but I just... something about the Klingon
That
version
is a
just...
Klingon Durgaf, its name is.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of the universe. I just didn't want them left out.
Well, I started working on the new intro and realized that I want to have 3 ships or more flying together as part of the intro. I can't do that
Yeah.
by myself. That is really challenging.
Why? What do you want to put together?
I just want to have the visual of 3 ships flying towards me, or 5.
Which ships?
Iconic TOST Star Trek ships. So my son had made a few suggestions, so I'm thinking the equivalent of the Enterprise, a D7, and I don't know what else. I think a Romulan ship. I don't have a Romulan ship, which is really interesting. So I was looking at the Dalkina. Nope,
Nah,
didn't like that.
Daltina is. Ugh.
It is a. I have a bomb, I think.
You know which Romulan ship would be good if it was slightly bigger?
What?
It's the one that came with a recent bundle. Uh,
Not the
God.
left. The long.
No,
The Delon. Delon's a
it's
classic. I'm going south, by the way. I has
it's
another
the one
bomb.
that has Art Deco style on it. I think it's beautiful. Let me see. This is Mud's bundles. I don't care about Mud's bundles. Thank you very much.
I have so many free coupons for ships, so I can get
Not
some.
the 16th. Not this. I don't have that bundle is up right now. Now that come to think. Oh yeah, it is here. Legendary Last Stand Starship bundle. It has a legendary Nebula, Negvar, and it has the legendary
There's
Delan. Yeah, it is the Delan.
so much visual stuff here. I can't get
The
close.
Detra. Oh, such a beautiful ship.
Well, I have to get 3 of those or 5 and get people to come fly with me just for a few minutes so I can try and get the sequence to work out. The thing is, it's a 4-second
If I have
sequence.
if I
And
have a
it's.
ship, I can fly with you.
Oh, that's okay. We could do any classic ships. You know, any cool looking, awesome ships. I just want them to be Federation or Klingon or something. Who's got a bomb? Anybody got a bomb?
I got a bomb.
Okay, let's go get this dreadnought.
Also being attacked.
Not by the dreadnought.
By me and everyone else. And it got nicely melted.
Oh!
Love a good
You want
melting.
bye-bye?
Yeah, it went bye-bye.
Oof.
Yay!
It actually went poof.
Well, that was a fun way to start the morning.
No, I enjoyed it myself, and I did 2 of my damages that I need.
Woo! Yeah, all my stuff is ground except for I had 50,000 in Polaron, and that didn't last very long. All right, I need to go eat some breakfast. I need to go move some rocks. I need to go do real life stuff. So I'm going to get out of here, everybody. Let's go find someone to raid here. Clicking all the clicky buttons.
I'm so excited about this week's off. I mean, sorry, this month off time.
Neat.
Yep.
Let's see, we've got Alt Lexington and Terranectomy. Terranectomy's only got 2 people, so we're going to go raid Terranectomy today. So everyone, on behalf of the cool people here at wherever the heck I am, Moopsy in the Morning. Thanks to all the cool people here at Moopsy in the Morning to What's the Hell, and Cliff and Chris for being here this morning. I really love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will be back in about 10 hours. So have a good day. Don't forget there is a patch tomorrow. So we'll be
No,
doing
you
that.
won't because you're going to dinner.
No, that's tomorrow. Tonight I'll be here.
Ah.
Normally I go to class, but as I'm sure you all
Do you have
know,
no class? Is that where to go?
I have no classes for a while. Working on that. We'll see if we can find a new place for the school, but for the moment, everything's in storage, and I'm going to enjoy a couple of days off of that and try and figure it out. But anyway, everyone have a wonderful day, and as we like to say around here, stay moopsome!
Boom.
We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.